Hello everybody and welcome to Fruits Basket episode 15 anime review. Sorry if this comes out later, I'm doing my best. There's like 5 anime that come out on Friday, so I mean it's fun, it's fine. But yeah, this episode was pretty interesting. It wasn't as... I thought things would start to proper kick off this episode. It didn't really, but there's still like little seeds. Seeds and stuff are still there, you know? I'm fine with playing the long game. Also, time for me to admit my mistake. I did a silly. So, as many people pointed out last week, I completely misinterpreted the final scene. I watched it back afterwards. I was like, okay, I can see why I misinterpreted it. It's because a paper like comes over the screen. So, like you see Yuki looking, and then the paper comes up, and then you see Kyo and Toru. So, like I thought we were switching perspectives with the paper coming up. It's not what happened. It was 2 like separate instances. Thank you to everyone that told me, because I probably wouldn't have gone back and looked if people hadn't told me, and I would have gone into this with a misconception as well. So, thank you to everyone. First of all, you're the true heroes of this story. Yeah, this episode was more goodness, you know. Also, I didn't mention last week, so I'm gonna do it now. Why not? In this little intro bit, they said that the first season of this show is having 25 episodes. I don't know, like manga-wise, whereabouts we are and how much we got left. So, does that mean we got 50 episodes for the whole series? Does that mean we got more? Does that mean we got 37? I don't know. I'll just watch it until it finishes. You know, I don't need to know when it ends. I'll just keep going. Hopefully, there's not a massive gap in between the first and second season. Although, no, actually no. If there's a massive gap, I mean, massive is like if it's over a year, that's a bit of a problem. I can wait 3 to 6 months. I can wait that. But yeah. Anyway, ramble talk over. Let's get on with this episode. Like I said, yeah, it was good. Keep rambling. Let's get on with this episode. So the episode begins, and I thought I'd skipped something because we just open up and they're at a lake house for some reason. It was a very nice lake house though. Yuki and Kyo are being weird, obviously, and she's like, something's not right here. Something's happened. And I'm like, I agree. She noticed it actually immediately. That was a terrible snap. It was fine. Thanos would be impressed with that. But yeah, terrible. Not terrible. What was I saying? She noticed it immediately. She like woke up from her nap or whatever, and she was like, "They're being weird. Why are they being weird?" So yeah, then that's when they found out they were going on the trip. The boys and Shigure and all that. But on the trip, the boys, as we know, they're in a bad mood. They've got no time for Shigure's nonsense. Absolutely no time. They're like, no, Shigure, you shut up. I'm not in the mood. And I'm like, whoa, that's a bit harsh, guys. That's not actually what they said. I'm paraphrasing. I do that a lot. Also, Hattori's there, and Shigure's poor editor is left crying again outside the door because Shigure just won't do his job. I mean, it's your job, man. Come on. If you didn't want to have an editor badgering you, you do one of them self-employed things like the Amazon publishing. Why don't you just go on that? I mean, I know this was in the 90s and Amazon was like not a thing. It probably was. I don't know when Amazon was established, but you get what I'm saying. Damn it, Shigure. Up next, Toru and the boys go on a walk, and it's awkward. Man, my voice cracked. That was not good. It's so weird. They're not even arguing. They're just walking in silence. Like, legit, I could feel the uncomfortableness. Is that a word? It's a word now. And which she apologizes to the both of them because she thinks that she's the cause of it. And they're like, what? Then they find a bear print. And I like the little, what do you call it? Callback, because they were talking about Jason earlier, saying Jason's a bear. They're talking about Jason from, oh man, get the right horror movie, Connor. Friday the 13th. Yeah, Friday the 13th. I don't watch a lot of horror movies, so if that's wrong, I apologize. But yeah, so then they fall down a ledge. Toru falls and the boys jump to save her, which of course causes them to transform, but we get that later on. Or is that now? I can't remember. No, it's later on, okay. Boys jump to save her. Then, while we get the shenanigans going on off screen over there, Shigure calls his editor, just to say, hey, you know, sorry, and stuff. And he also bought some books for Hattori to read. Loved this because they were like, it's kind of calling back to Hattori's part of the story, where he was like, no, Kana was getting married again, and he didn't want to go to the wedding, so he didn't go to the wedding, and yeah, and it was just like to calm down, you know, to doing good was the books. I was like, oh, that's nice, because I kind of assumed we wouldn't really revisit that. Silly thing to think, really. I thought that was kind of like just his backstory. We weren't going to get too much more to that, because it seemed to sort of wrap up in one episode, but we're going back to it and there's more to it, so that's nice. There's more about this later, because that's when it's more relevant, but just at this point I was like, oh, you know what? I like Hattori. Hattori's probably one of my favourite characters, I think. I don't know why, but just immediately he's one of the ones that I would think he's probably one of my favourites. But yeah, let's get on to the next part. So as I said previously, the boys transform after the accidental contact and all that, and then they start arguing like normal and everything. It's all good. And they tell Toru, hey, we weren't mad at you, we just weren't feeling well. Which, you've got to think, each of them's got to be suspicious of the other one now. Because they're like, well, I know why I'm not feeling weird. Or, well, you know, why I'm not feeling great. What's up with you? Use the same excuse, so obviously something's up. Or they're not really going to question each other because they're quote-unquote not close, even though they're like, they really are like besties, really. They're just pulling off the whole, you know, you got your friend you just insult all the time, that's just how you communicate. Like, I've got friends like that, it's fine, it's just how you interact. But what happened next? Then, yeah, they pop back to human, naked, and Toru's like, my eyes, it burns! And everything is back to normal again. Yeah, like I said, this little subplot of them being weird wrapped up very quickly. I was expecting at least it to last the whole episode, which, you know, I'm not going to complain, but it was kind of weird, because, like I said, I'm trying to think of how to explain this, right? So you got like the big incident in the last week, that was meant to be like a moment of realization or whatever for both, and then like they didn't really do much with it. I feel like it's still simmering and it's still going to come to a head. But I guess holding it off is probably better, because now it's like, oh, and then when it happens, it was really good. That was a really good diagram I just did with my hands, so if you weren't watching, you missed something. But yeah, everything is normal again. Everything is right with the world. It's the next day and the crew is getting ready to head to the lake. The crew is just Toru and the boys, the others are staying behind. Guess who pops up out of nowhere? It's Aya. I don't know why I said it all weird, that's fine. So then they get some banter with everyone. Hattori was asleep on the couch. He's not now because they woke him up. He was far less annoyed than I would be, if I'm being honest. Yeah, but Ayame basically just came to hang out. Like, they were playing it up like he's, ooh, why is he here? There's a special reason he's here. And he's like, nah, I just came to hang out, really, you know? And I was like, oh, alright, Ayame. But yeah, then the kids hang out, and then at the lake, the boys are arguing. But their arguing seems less playful. It seems like they're proper arguing. And then they both apologise to Toru for arguing, because what they were saying like, this lake sucks and whatever, don't want you to be here. And then they would turn to Toru and be like, no, don't get the wrong idea, I wanted to come with you, I just didn't want them to be here, you know, I was just the two, that's what they wanted. That's how I read into it anyway. It was me reading into it and not them specifically saying that. That's what I got out of it. I feel like the triangle it's getting more solid, this triangle, so that's good. Yeah, it was kind of weird because it happened so soon after the last bit, but you know, I'm not going to complain. I love this show, it's great, I'm having such a good time. Why would I complain? To the adults we go now. So Ayame gives Hattori a photo from Kana's wedding. It's like in an envelope or whatever, so if he doesn't want to look at it, doesn't have to. And Hattori says, he's all like, he's kind of edgy in this, not edgy, it's the wrong word. He's like, we can never go back to how it was, and that's okay. I've written down a lot of what happened in this thing, because it was quite long. Ayame says, Shigure. What? My notes don't make sense. Right, I've written the wrong person's name down, that's why. Ayame says, it's not Shigure, the other one, Hattori, has kind of been left the burden of the memories alone, because she obviously kind of doesn't have memories, so just because he remembers by himself, he's got extra burden and stuff, which is, you know. And then Ayame tells him, you've got to be 2,000 times happier than her, and that was kind of nice. He kind of smiles, he's like, yeah. Hattori says, he said because they're cursed, which I still want to know what that means. Is it just because they turn into animals, or is the curse something else? I know we're going to get these answers, but I'm impatient. Oh. damn anime and their good storytelling. Just tell me that. Oh my god, excuse me, Jesus. He's satisfied with what he had because they were cursed, and you know, most of them haven't had the type of experience he had with her. So he's happy that he at least had that, which, you know, he makes sense. But then the kids come back, and IMA says he's going to be more aggressive in trying to get on with Yuki and be his friend. Didn't work. Yuki was like, go die. He didn't say go die, but you get what I'm trying to say. Then we cut to the teacher, who's called Mayuko, who's Kana's friend, who took the picture at the wedding, and I assume she's also a Zodiac. I'm just making an assumption, because it seemed weird to show her she wasn't. But what do I know? We've still got a few left to meet. Someone pointed out a few episodes ago how many we've actually got left, and again, I haven't remembered it, because I've got a good memory, as it turns out. That's why I need my notes. If I had a good memory, imagine if I didn't need notes. That'd be so helpful. But yeah, this episode was good, like I said, but I enjoy it. I mean, at this point, it seems kind of weird, but like, I don't get super excited for this, because it's not like, sorry about that, I just coughed, as I was saying, because it's not like a super exciting show. It's just calm and nice and fluffy, you know? I've got a thing in my throat now, so I'm going to have to end this quite quick. I do apologise. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it. I liked the little simmering we got and all that. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the episode and everything. And I'll see you next week, because my throat's dying. Bye, guys.